But yeah, man. So, see you, brother.
Always, man. You still lifting that weight.
Hey,
yeah.
I'm lifting cameras, man.
Ain't no camera,
I ain't lifting no way. I'm lifting cameras, brother. But you know, we're gonna have fun, man, and we're gonna make this thing happen, bro. You know, I'm just, man. You good, bro? You good? All right. So, first and foremost, I got a legend, a local Roanoke legend here in the building. This is the Carver Ave Chronicles podcast with Tony and Trey. Trey is not here; she's dealing with some family issues. But I got my man, Rolling Thunder, in the building. What's going on, bro?
Hey, bro, glad to be here, man. Hey, I feel real exciting for you to call me to come in and ask me to come and do this. And you know, it wasn't no second thought, and I'm glad to be here, man.
Hey, I definitely appreciate you. Last minute call, you were ready for me. I appreciate it. I know I didn't forget you. I promise. He thinks I forgot about him, folks. I have not forgot about this man. This man has helped me when I got into the business. I met him when I was started out in ACW. That was back in, man, like what? Probably early 2000s for sure.
Right. So you're not gonna get me to say my time when I started in '82. So he said 2000. So go ahead.
Well, no. This is a timeline between me and you and how I met you and stuff like that. And
Right.
you know, you kind of like told me to stand up for myself
Right.
and like just go about learning the craft and do the right thing, but like also stand up for yourself because I have people gonna treat you.
Right.
So, and I appreciate that. That's one thing that, you know, for sure I carried on with me. I have some regrets. I didn't do like I want to do in wrestling, but I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm good.
Right. But the main thing is not put it out like this. Not tell anybody, man. In this business, and I'm just gonna keep it real. You don't have people looking out for you. They'll tell you they're gonna look out for you, but it's all about them making the money. It's it ain't about me making the money. This young brother come to me and whatever I could do for him, and I watched plenty of shows, man, where uh, he was getting taken advantage of. I'll put it like that. So I'm a veteran. I'm a veteran. So I mean, I done got in some heated up arguments behind him. You know, which didn't mean we no different because I love to fight inside or outside the ring. And I took off for him at one show, and I just told him, said, try it on me, which I did to him. I mean, he got a family too, and he got people is out here watching him.
Yeah.
And this is my biggest problem I have in this business. And I'm gonna go back, and I say, and this is what bothers me, you know. And I will always say, I don't want to be like any other black superstar. I'll be my own self, and I'm Rolling Thunder. I've wrestled since 1982. I've done pay-per-views. I've won titles. I was the first black, not Ron Simmons, not Tony Atlas. I was the first black to hold three different heavyweight titles in three different federations. So regardless of what, I was the first black. I was the first one that ever did a pay-per-view for TNA. TNA for Jeff Jarrett and his family.
That was huge because I want to say that was you and Frank Parker,
Yeah, man,
right? Frank Parker.
Yeah.
And y'all traveled the roads a lot, right?
Yeah.
And how did that come about?
Well, we was in Kentucky. I was in Kentucky doing a independent show for Burt Prentice. Everybody knows named Chris Love, a guy named Chris Love. which he have gone, rest in peace. And I met him in Greensboro, North Carolina, years ago, and one heck of a promoter. And I mean, business. I met Teller Blanchard behind him. I met Nikita Koloff. I wrestled in the same card with them guys. Did big shows with him. I mean, this not only just that. Um, as I say again, man, you don't forget about where you come from. And I'm not trying to shoot nobody down. I'm not gonna shoot nobody down. But again, I would say this. I'm from Roanoke, and I will always, if anybody I can help, black, white, Filipino, Japanese, Puerto Rican, Puerto Rican, I will help anybody that want to be in this business is trying to make it. Trying to make it. And anybody who come up to me and want to talk to me, I know I've seen guys walk by them and turn their nose up, and if you don't buy a picture from them or something like that, they turn their nose up. It ain't about that, man. It's not even about that with me. With me, some people disrespect me in these locker rooms. I ain't gonna call no names, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But my time came, I got railroad in this business, and I hate to bring it up, and I'm gonna just be honest with you. It was a local group here in Roanoke that called said, "You bring us $500, you can become a professional wrestler." And me and my partner come down. He's a bodybuilder from Rapid. His name was Sly Simpson. Um, and it really bothered me. And this guy, man, he was a bodybuilder. And we come down to this little local town, local group here in Roanoke off of Franklin Road. And guy told us, said, we paid this amount of money, and we paid it and everything. And he said, well, we'll train you and train you. Well, hell, excuse my language. He got in there, the guy almost broke his neck trying to go to training, and I'm telling my partner, and I'm saying like, man, how you gonna train somebody? And he almost broke his neck going through the rope, bouncing off the rope. So besides that, there was some other guys besides, and I give them the most up respect. And I would never forget. We have our ups and downs. I would never forget them. And it bothers me, man, because I seen people use these guys. These guys go pay $2,500, $1,500 for a trial. A trial. Not guarantee you're gonna become a wrestler. A trial. And then you don't make it, then that's your money going down the drain.
This is here in Roanoke, or
well, this was right here in Roanoke. But back in this day, I'm talking about in 82, 83.
Okay.
Okay, so this organization guy can tell you, come down on, you can do this. You can you pay me $500. You pay me $500, and you're gonna be down in Georgia. I have you down in Georgia, and you become a sensational black superstar. Well, I know I'm black, so I ain't got to be a sensational superstar. So the guy who was working with me in this business didn't know nothing about it. So that's why I say in this business, you got to watch who you deal with. And it's in every organization.
Well, let me ask you this real quick. So
Yeah.
when you talk about the $500 tryout or the to come and get trained and all that, what did that? So like you didn't know anything about the business at that point. You was just trying to break in, or what was going on?
I knew about the business because the first time I paid, the first trial we went to was in Charlotte, North Carolina. That was Gene Anderson
Okay.
in Charlotte. That was the NWA. So $250. It was $500. You pay $250, and the man tell you, it comes straight up to me and said, "You'll never make it in this business because you just won't make it." I mean, this is the first. he come out and speak to me and just say, look me right in my face and said, "You'll never make it in this business
Just based on looks,
just
or
by look."
oh
And I
wow,
outlasted everybody in there besides three people. Three people. It was four of us. It was eight of us, and it made it down to the last four people. So that's what I said again. You know, he said you'll die before you 21. So I'm still living. I'm 60. Almost will turn 60 in August, if the good Lord is willing.
oh
So
no,
that's what
wow,
I just go to show you, tell you. But once you took my money, and I did everything I had to do in that training, to make it. And this came from Gene Anderson at the NWA. That was back in '82
yeah,
in Charlotte. So that right there, just to show you that he didn't know what he was talking about. But you talking about money, but you said I would never live after.
that's
You know,
wild. I mean,
but I never got a call or nothing
yeah,
from him. Then they're gonna tell you come down there and wrestle on a carpet in a office and all that, and I got discouraged. That's how that happened.
right.
So a guy named Mike Weather see me down here at this gym local in Roanoke, and I paid another fee. I'm not gonna name the person who said they're gonna train me, but this guy Mike Weather came in and said, and I'm asking him like, what why nobody training him and nobody talking to me? And he said, well, did you pay your fee? I said, yeah, I've been paid my fee. He said, who did you pay it to? So I'm not gonna say that name. And I said, but he want to be Wahoo McDaniel. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I want to be Wahoo McDaniel, or I want to be Chief J Strongbow, you know. But he and run a Christmas parade all the time. So I don't keep it like that. So he trained me, and he said, man, he got in there and trained, and I told him everything, and so we confronted the person who took my money, and me and this other guy from Christiansburg was a bodybuilder. You know, we paid our money and stuff. But again, then after that, we went on. So as time went on, so I was in Kentucky doing a show, independent show, and
This is going back to the TNA.
yeah, going back to the TNA.
Okay.
And I was working for Burt Prentice there. I was working for Burt Prentice. And that's better known as Chris Love, God rest his soul, rest in peace. One of the good promoters, you know, I worked for, you know, never have to argue about your money or nothing. He come up to me and he said, man, Jerry Lawyer, they love you. And I'm saying, like, man, go ahead, stop playing, you know. And he said, man, they want you for TNA. And I said, man,
Are you saying Jerry the King?
Jerry the King Lawyer, yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. And he said Jeff Jarrett, and he said that daddy, they said the daddy, they want you bad. They want you bad. And I'm saying like, okay, yeah, it's a joke. And I'm just saying it's like a big joke. So, which everything, but at that time, this was the first pay-per-view in Nashville. There you had people like Kevin Nash, all these big stars. There was so many low key, all these guys, man. I mean, so many stars was on that show for the first show. So you got 5 or 6 people coming to tell you to do this and do this and do this and do that. So me and my friend Frank Parker, we was there to do the show, and we did what they asked us to do and everything, man. Everything got confused and mixed up. And did exactly what they did. They wanted me to be this new name, which I'm used to being Rolling Thunder. Rolling Thunder, that's me. They wanted me to be this thing, the Cheeks. Cheeks is, you know, I feel like is wanted me to be a Rikishi. And
Yeah.
Rikishi had his thing. So I felt like they want me to do the same thing, and I don't feel comfortable doing that. So,
Right. Yeah.
So
You felt like it was like derogatory, like as far as
right,
like using.
copying him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just didn't feel comfortable with that.
Right.
So look, I ended the match 10 seconds too early, and they said they wasn't happy with it. So, I mean, there's a whole lot of other bloopers and everything, but and whichever was fine. But I have my own pride, uh, things that I believe in.
I applaud you for that because a lot of guys, I mean, you look at some of the guys that are in the business even now that take on, they go to NXT or wherever they go and they do these different things to just try to make it and they make them look like fools because
Right.
they want to try to make it. And that's in any industry, whether it's
Yeah.
music, you're trying to be an actor, wrestling, whatever. Like you have to end up doing things you really don't want to do, you're comfortable with because you're trying to make it somewhere. You said, no, I'm good. Thanks for the opportunity. And you know
Yeah.
what I mean? So,
How how did how would I look like and what wear a thong? Come on, man. I'm 400 some pounds. Wearing a thong. That's copying Rikishi. That's disrespect in the business.
yeah.
So why should I copy him and do something that's not me? I'm the brawler and I'm the person who beat down people. I'm the person who kick ass. Excuse me if the kids listen. I'm sorry, but that's just me.
Right.
Okay.
Do you ever sit back and think? I mean, like just even a slight thought. Had you moved forward and just kept that gimmick going, how far you would have made it? Or you just like what? I was good with being on the first one, and that was it.
You said the right words, bro. And I'm done with it. It's dead.
Yeah.
I buried. Don't want to never go back, and I never go back and do it again. I don't need to live with that name, And um, I want to be Rolling Thunder. Rolling Thunder is me, and that's what I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be somebody that wear a thong or whatever they want me to be. That's
I
not me.
I get it.
So
Yeah. At the end
that's
of the
not
day,
me.
you care about your actual born name and family that is tied to that. You know what I mean?
Right.
At the end of the day, when the show's over,
Yeah.
you care about that part of
Yeah,
it.
because when people have you want people to be Simo Sambo and stuff like that, man, that's not him, But to get a paycheck, that's on him. He can do whatever he want to do.
Yeah.
I'm keeping it real.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not trying to get a paycheck for that.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
not me.
Yeah. You want to just get it
I'm
for your
gonna be
skill and
real.
your ability to wrestle. Period.
As my partner, good friend of mine, Ron Simmons, hey, what he said he gonna be APA or whatever he did, or Doom or whatever, he wasn't gonna be no come out there and walk around with no thong on or something, cause that's not him. So I respect the business, respect me.
Yeah.
I don't get another paycheck, so be it.
Talk to me about how the business has changed from '82 to what do you watch any wrestling now?
I watched. Which wrestling you talking about? First
Like
of all,
WWE, AEW, TNA, anything? Do you watch any
yeah, I watched
wrestling?
some of it.
Some of it, okay. What do
But
you think? What's different from when you started to now?
well, the, what I see now and some of the stuff, and I get the utmost respect, and again, and I got the most respect for this one person that know what he's talking about, and it's Jim Cornette. Jim Cornette is the most smartest person in this wrestling business.
Do you
People
listen
might
to
not
his
like.
podcast or
Yeah, you can listen to it and listen to it.
listen to his podcast?
Yeah, listen to it.
Okay.
Listen to it.
So,
People don't realize.
Mhm.
People just don't realize. He stood up for a whole lot of people. Listen to what he say. Listen to what he say. And people just don't realize he know the business. He know the business. And he just the type person, if something gonna be stupid and it don't make sense.
I'm not being rude. I got to find this Jim Cornette, know the actual name of the podcast.
Okay.
But I've heard of it. And so like, he had something to say about the Wyatt Six stuff, this new stuff that came out with Bo Dallas, like, Bray Wyatt's brother and everything. He has something to say about that. So I've heard of his podcast. I just don't listen to it.
But okay, realize this. Y'all gotta realize this. How many people gonna check in on it and think about what you're thinking about? if he say stuff, it's gonna draw people to his broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, right.
Okay, that's what he do.
That's what you.
That's
Yeah,
how
yeah,
he
yeah.
make money. That's how he draw people in. Come on, think about it.
Um,
If he say something positive, he not gonna draw people in. If he say something negative, I ain't never heard it. So tell me.
I think it's called the Jim Cornette Experience. Is that what it's called?
Tell me. I don't know, but
I
just
think
tell
so.
me.
Okay.
Whatever he said, if it's negative, is it negative?
Oh, he just talks about
Is it good or bad?
as far as the YS6 stuff. He
Yeah.
just feels like it's not. It's going to play out real quick. From I haven't. It's only a quick thing I see on social media where he talks about. He feels like the YS6 stuff is not going to be a long thing that they can hold up because.
Is it gonna make money with it or not?
Oh, absolutely, they
It's
are.
gonna make money.
They've already sold a bunch of T-shirts
There
and
you go.
hoodies and everything. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
But a lot of people are like looking at it like that. They're playing off of Bray Wyatt's, not you know what I mean, gimmick and everything he created.
Okay, let me ask you one more time. One more time. Who haven't played off of somebody else's?
Right? Yeah, understood.
Okay, so why get mad?
Oh yeah,
But
I
they
get
gave
it.
him the respect. They didn't jump right into it and do it. Somebody else was gonna do it.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, let's be honest.
right.
Somebody
And
else is gonna try to do it.
absolutely, it might be on an indie level that we won't see
That's
it.
his brother. That's his brother. At least it's in the family.
Yeah,
And I respect him for doing it. And at least he did announce his brother that that's what he was going to do, and that's for his brother.
right. Yeah,
Okay, he brought back the old members, the ones that's still living.
yeah.
That's I give him respect. Think
Yeah,
about-
yeah, yeah.
Have
No,
anybody ever
I
said
got a lot.
anything
I
about
mean, so the way they did it, they took their time building it,
Yeah.
and when they finally debuted it, like they did a really great job with it.
Yeah.
What they do with it moving forward, who knows? I can't wait to see when they actually start wrestling and like cutting like actual promos and ring and stuff. But his whole thing was initially like, okay, they had this huge thing when they took people out in the backstage. Now what do you do? You know what I mean? So, and we'll see. I mean, it's a work in progress.
But that's the same thing his brother did.
Yeah.
Okay, so he followed what his brother told him.
Right.
Okay,
Whatever their plan
but
was, yeah.
it's the same thing. He brought back the people who still living and some people who replaced to be replaced.
So here we are talking about not even actual wrestling. We're talking about an actual like whole thing.
Yeah.
So in that regard, do you feel like wrestling is more theatrics as far as like, or showing things more cinematic and movie like? You still have your promos and your matches, but like stuff like what they're doing.
It's more promos than wrestling.
Yeah.
Cut the promos and go to wrestling.
Right.
That's the way I feel.
Yeah.
It's too much promos. I mean, I could care less about somebody who at somebody's house, in somebody's kitchen or something, or somebody in somebody's girlfriend's garage, or somebody driving somebody's girlfriend's car. Put the wrestling on.
Yeah.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
You know.
So back in the day, when you're doing, like, 'cause you've been on NWA shows and
Yeah.
things like that, sure you probably cut a quick little promo back then, right? I mean,
Well, back then in the day, man, the undercard didn't cut no promo. It was just the top name.
gotcha.
Okay, and I hope this goes out to a whole lot of people. I see this card coming July 26th in Roanoke.
Oh, I have no
The
clue.
Legend Show or something.
I have no
It's a
idea.
Legend Show. It's a Legend Show. I got all the respect for some of the people that's on the card. And that's why I said it's a respect thing in this business. It's
Yeah.
a respect thing. I'm from Roanoke, but did anybody call me? I'm from Roanoke. I'm from Roanoke.
Nobody called you.
Nobody called me. Nobody called me. But it don't bother me. It bothers me to a certain point.
That's one thing I've noticed when I was in the business, right? So I noticed that it is cliquish.
Yeah.
It's cliquish, and then I also noticed that if you don't benefit somebody else, they're not going to call you.
They ain't gonna call. But let me go back to this, and you can remember this. If it wasn't for me, I can say this. Say this. And now I'm just gonna say it, and I'm gonna be honest with you. We the one who brought who back here. Who did we bring back here? Who did we bring back to Roanoke?
Tony Atlas.
When we promoted shows right here in Roanoke, who did we bring back to Roanoke, Virginia, when nobody else didn't want to bring it back?
Right.
Mr. USA. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay? So, I'm just going to keep it real, bro. I'm keeping it real. You asked me to come down here and cut this thing? I'm keeping it real. So don't cut this out. I'm keeping it real.
I won't cut it out.
We, me and you. Okay?
Yeah.
So, guys, whoever listen to this, whoever see this, y'all put all these other guys, Sandman and all these other people on this show, July. Me and Tone up brought Mr. USA, Mr. Atlas to Roanoke.
Right,
We was
right.
the first one that brought him to Roanoke, brought him back to Roanoke when nobody else
Yeah.
didn't want to bring him back to Roanoke. Right or wrong? Is
Yeah.
I'm keeping it real?
Yeah.
Keeping it real. Okay? So, at the same token, Rolling Thunder don't mean nothing to Star City Pro Wrestling. And I treat each and every one of them guys on that card. And y'all want to really get serious? I treat each and every one of y'all guys with respect. With respect.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff I don't agree with, and I'll tell you. But as a same token, none of y'all come and say, do you want to come and be a special guest? Or do you want to come invite me? Don't forget about where you come from.
So why do you think they haven't reached out?
Because they ain't called my daggone number. That's why.
Yeah, but I mean, like, is there
They right by my house.
true that? But I mean,
They
is there
see
any
me
kind
at
of
shows.
personal animosity or something, or is it
what?
just they just I don't
For
know.
what reason?
I have no
For
idea.
what reason?
Right.
For what? Give me the reason.
Oh, I
Give
don't
me the
know.
reason. What-
I have
tell
no
me.
clue. No idea. That's what I'm just asking. I have no idea.
But if you talk to me at the shows, there can't be no animosity.
Of course,
You
yeah.
talk to me, hey, Thunder, I love you, brother. How good to see you. Is that real or fake? But I think it's fake now.
Right.
I'm from Roanoke. I don't want that.
Right.
Ask me, offer it to me.
Yeah.
Huh? Hey, what? I mean, let's keep it real, man.
Yeah,
You ask me to come down here and talk. I'm keeping
Yeah,
it real.
yeah. Of
I'm
course,
keeping it
and that's
real.
fine. You keeping
But-
it
but-
real,
but-
but see, my
but-
thing is,
but-
I have no. So
let me-
I haven't like I talk to guys very casually, like Mike Williams and them,
I love him.
all
down.
them,
Mike Williams,
all of
Mike
them.
Williams
But
is-
I'm not connected to the business like that no more. I'm just not. So I really don't know.
Because I got a 7-Eleven cell phone. Because it don't pick up long distance. But again, Mike Williams and
Rick Kelly.
Rick Kelly. Oh man, good. I'm glad you can remind me. Calypso, guys like that, man. Roger Anderson, guys. Colonel Spud Wade. Oh man, Big Pie. Love him to death, man. Big Pie, man. Big Pie, brother, going a long ways, man. He going a long way. Big Donnie Dollar.
You know what?
Big
I
Dollar.
ran into him.
Big Donnie Dollar. Hey,
Yeah.
I was there. I sent texts. My brother was dealing with his health and stuff. I sent things to him. There's a lot of guys, man. But it's a respect thing, man. If don't grin up in my face and then
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. Keep it real, man.
You keep it real. Yeah. I always just try to understand like why guys are like that. Why is it like that? Why is
You
it?
know why? Because why? It's because they're not real. They're not real.
So they're just self-serving. They're just looking out for themselves, and they got certain people that they want to deal with, and that's it. I mean,
They're gonna do
that's-
them the same way. They're gonna do them the same way, bro.
yeah.
That's why I'm gonna be cremated. I don't need them.
You don't want to serve.
I don't need them for Paul.
You don't want none of that.
I don't need them for Paul, bro. That's why I'm gonna be cremated.
That's gonna save my
So I
back.
can't depend on for the cremation.
That's gonna save my back. I would be a pallbearer.
Yeah, no,
I wouldn't mind carrying. You
I
know.
don't even need the fly girl because you ain't got no lady. You ain't got no lady wrestle no more that you can really depend on.
You know, and you're right. Not around. I don't see any around here at all. None. I mean, I don't even see any women valets
Yeah,
around here.
not like exactly. They want everyone them in the ring wrestling.
Yeah.
You know, but again, Man, I mean, I'm just being honest, dude. And I mean, somebody got to come in and be real about it. It doesn't bother me, man. I go to these shows, man. People are mad, don't even offer you to do nothing. I know I helped a whole lot of these guys out, man. Back with days when we was at Salvation Army.
Yeah.
At Salvation Army, when the guy was getting beat and stuff, man. And then you go to shows and stuff, man. And I mean, it go way back, man. It just go way back. It just, I mean, I'm not gonna call no names out because I don't want to blow the little Facebook up. Did you hear what Thunder said about me and all that old stuff? It's just like the young and the restless. Okay.
Right.
I mean, I
Yeah.
just don't have that time. I
I
just
feel
don't
you.
got that much time and that energy, bro.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I'm calling it out. Watch his podcast. Y'all heard what I said. Okay, and I mean, I'm just keeping it real, man.
Yeah.
You know, guys, man, that you try to help back in the day, they don't care nothing about you, bro. They don't care nothing about you, man. My mom died, bro. My mom passed, man. I can count on my fingers how many guys I heard from.
Right.
I can call the names out. Man.
Yeah.
I can call the people who came to the service, man. I know for real. I don't want no pity party.
Right.
I don't want no pity party. But I can call them out. And the people who said this person ain't gonna do this and this, and I'll call it right out, man. People I can depend on. Tone Up, Albuquerque, Mike Woodard. I mean, I can say Colonel Spud Wade. Okay, I gotta say some more, man. I mean, that's where my fingers stop at, bro. People call me, bro.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's her name, man.
It.
Her name.
I'm gonna tell you the only thing what sticks out to me was when I would never hear from anybody, but as soon as I said I'm gonna run a show,
Oh,
my
man,
my phone blew up off
phone,
the
man,
it blew up
is-
off the hook, and it was just wild to me. I'm like, yo, you can't even say hello, say hi, see how you doing, anything.
Hey.
But as soon as I'm running the show, blowing my phone
Hold on,
up.
bro.
Hey,
Okay, let's go back to this. When we ran the Selma Civic Center.
yeah,
Okay?
that was huge.
Everybody.
Oh
They
yeah,
thought we were going to fall on our face. When we left her, we didn't owe nobody. We had money in
No.
our pocket.
yeah, and that was going up against the
Okay.
Salem
Fire, whatever. I
whatever
don't care what
whatever
they
it
had.
was. Yeah,
I don't care what they had. I don't care what they had. But me and you, we ran up against them.
yeah.
Okay? We didn't owe nobody nothing. Everybody got paid. They got the money. We didn't owe nobody nothing.
Yeah.
Everybody got their money before they left, before intermission. So nobody can ever say that I ain't seen nobody else running there. I ain't seen
No.
nobody else running the Roanoke Civic Center or the Salem Civic Center. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, no, it takes a lot.
Okay.
It takes a lot. But I mean, but the thing was, it was just me and you though. That was it.
One time.
Yeah, it was just me and you. So we did it. Yeah, we did
And we
that.
had a good crowd.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Like I say, going up against the baseball, whatever it was at that
Whatever
time,
they hit a good baseball game.
whatever it was, yeah. And we still had a crowd in there.
still
Yeah,
had a crowd.
yeah. It was cool,
Okay.
man. It was cool. I remember that. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that.
Everybody got paid.
Yeah.
We didn't owe them people nothing. Huh?
No.
Okay. Ain't nobody was sweating. We both went out there with our heads stuck up in the air. People told us, man, superstar. Everybody said, man,
Yeah.
call us again. I'm talking about some real names, bro.
Right. Yeah.
Call me anytime.
Yeah, cause what we had Steamboat, right?
What, there you go.
Yeah, we had Steamboat. Yeah.
Keep going. Come on.
Man, it's been a minute.
you go.
I remember we had Steamboat,
Yeah.
Mass Superstar.
Go ahead.
Man, who else did we have?
Nikita? Was Nikita?
We didn't have Vader,
No.
right? We didn't have Vader, did we?
No, we didn't have
Vader, okay. Nikita Koloff?
Nikita was
Okay.
Nikita? Was
Okay.
Nikita?
Brother, it's
But
been a minute.
I know we had Steamboat. We know we had Steamboat, and we had
Mass Superstar.
Yeah,
I think of course Boogie was probably there.
Was there.
Boogie was there. Yeah, Boogie was there.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
Did we owe it?
Oh, obviously, Tony Atlas, obviously.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't at the Salem Civic
No,
Center?
sir.
Oh, that was the Roanoke. That
Yeah,
was
it
the.
was at the Salem Civic Center when we had the show. We had the show at the Salem Civic Center. We didn't have no Tony.
We didn't bring Tony there? We brought him for another show. It was in Roanoke, though, right? It was
Yeah.
like one of like Breckenridge or something like
Yeah,
that?
but we
Okay.
got to Salem.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey, it's been a minute, man.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
So
What kind of hat you got on, man? That hat's bothering me. It reminds me of some kind of colors that I'm not really too cool with.
I know
What kind of hat is that, bro? What team is that, man?
that Washington team.
No, it ain't. It definitely no Washington, bro. Go ahead and
That's y'all practice.
go ahead and confess, man. What kind of team you represent over here on this podcast, man?
It's a Dallas Cowboys.
Ah, man, come on.
How y'all figure out the name y'all team gonna be?
Commanders, apparently.
Man, well, how long it took y'all to come up with a name?
Man, look. If they would have kept it the football team, I think that'd have been probably the perfect thing.
Football
Washington football, yeah.
Because y'all ain't know who was y'all gonna
Man, listen, I'd rather be the football team than the Commanders. Who we commanding? We ain't commanding nothing. We ain't commanding no wins. We ain't commanding the division, like nothing.
At least you been honest. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
At least you been
But I do want to transition real quick. So, you used to be a youth football coach.
Yeah.
You did that. How long did you do that for?
I did that for about 15 years, and that's where I had my stroke on the football field.
Oh man, I didn't know that.
Yeah, my kids, we was out there at River Edge one night, and my kids thought we always have prayer after the game.
Okay.
And I was down on my knees, and when we finished having prayer, man, and went to stand up, and I kept saying, "Wow, I can't get up." They thought I was playing because I'm always joking.
Oh, okay.
And I kept telling them, I said, "Man, I can't get up." And they said, "Come on, coach." I said, "You can get up." And I said, "Man, I can't get up." And my kids said, "Come on, coach." And my other coaches said, "Come on, mate, come on, get up." I said, "Guys, I can't get up." I said, "I'm trying to get up." And we were down on our knees praying, had the Lord's Prayer before we got let out.
Yeah.
And that's the last thing I remember. The next thing I know, I was in intensive care over at Chronicle, and then I got transferred out to Lord's Gale, and I had a major stroke. Yeah, they said I'll never walk again. I'll never walk again. I'll never remember nobody. And I looked up at the doctor when I was able to speak, and I told him the devil is a lie. And I said, "Look at me now."
Yeah.
So God is good all the time, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. I mean, as long as I've known you, you've been a fighter.
Yeah,
You've definitely been fighting, man, and I'm glad to see you still here.
Yeah.
You're still doing what you got to do to survive. And do you miss coaching?
I miss it every
Do you?
year, man.
Do you?
When it comes around, it really bothers me, man. It really bothers me. And then when I see the kids, and then I just seen one of my kids not too long ago, man, and I seen his mom on TV, man. That just not too long ago. It ain't even been a year. Playing with a gun and stuff, man, and kids died behind it, So we just they're just talking to him, man. I just can't believe it. And I spoke at his service, man. It's just hard, man.
The gun violence in Roanoke has gotten out of hand.
Yeah, it's and true, and that is true, man. But as a thing I would say, man, it's just the business that my family runs and stuff, man, and which I do on the side and stuff, man. Working with the funeral home and stuff, man, is just.
You work with Hamler Curtis, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And and when you see somebody's kid laying in it, it's there, man. It's a touching name, man. And for a parent to have to come and and I just seen this other day, just a couple weeks, last week, with this stuff that's happened over at Ferncliff Apartments, man. It was so sad, man. It something had to happen. Innocent bystander, just walking home from school.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad, man. It's just so sad.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't mean to bring it down.
But it's all right. Go ahead.
But yeah, they're trying to eliminate the gun violence here, and I don't know how they're going to go about doing it. Definitely doing a gun buyback ain't going to help.
That ain't gonna help. That ain't
So
gonna help, man. So you know, and I mean, I'm not gonna knock anything they do because I don't have no pause in that. At least they trying. That's all I can say. So
right,
if we knock everything that they try to do, then I'll be just like the rest of these people who ain't doing nothing, knocking everything that they try to do. So I won't even comment on it. But do the best you can.
yeah,
Something need to be done.
yeah. So you didn't really answer my question. You talked about the Jim Cornette thing, but do you watch any WWE or AEW or?
Yeah, I mean sometimes. I mean I watch more or less like the AEW, and I mean
On Wednesdays?
sometimes, but
Sometime.
more or less WWE. I mean it depends. It just I don't know who's doing the writing for them. I'm like Cornette, you know,
For WWE?
for either one.
Either one? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
So my thing with, and I actually go to the live shows, like, if they're in Greensboro or
right.
somewhere close, I'll go and catch a show. I think they had AEW came and did a house show in Salem last year. But so like the thing with AEW, it reminds me of WCW so much, but like it's just a total spot fest,
Hmm.
and they don't sell moves anymore.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you're taking a power driver and then the guy pops right back up now. And I can't get down with that, man. As much as I like AEW, I think it'd be a good competitor, but the wrestling really is not that. I mean, like as far as believable,
Yeah,
it's not there.
it's not there, man. And I mean, let me ask you this: why people pay $25 or whatever? I don't even know how much tickets are. I mean, how much are the tickets?
It's normally like around that 25, 30 and up range.
And
Yeah,
that's why people
normally.
don't pay it.
If you want to be in the nosebleeds.
Yeah, and, I mean, exactly. Just exactly what you said. You know, it's just the creative team, man, is killing it, man. And that's what if you go back and watch some of the stuff, it's they're killing it, man.
Yeah.
It's really killing it, and it's so sad. I rather watch the women wrestling. I really do, cause they more into it. I mean,
When you say women wrestling, like glow wrestling, or what do you mean
that's
by
it.
that? Or just any women
I
wrestling in
mean, I really
general?
watch some of the women wrestling on that uh, WWE or something. Cause like I said again, man, it's just so much. It's too much interview, man. You sitting there, you got 3 hours of wrestling.
Oh, and you only
You
had
got
like
three
five
hours,
matches.
and you got like five matches, and everything is interviews.
Yeah.
So the creative team? Who come up with the creative team? I mean, who putting all this mess on? You know.
If I had to take a guess, I would assume that a lot of stuff nowadays is based on social media and what they're getting responses from online. Because I feel like the WWE now listens to the fans. Like if people are complaining about something or saying something, they'll kind of trend that way on a storyline or switch a title over or whatever. Like they didn't used to do that when Vince was there. Vince would be like, "No, we're doing it my way,"
Yeah.
right? And he would go against it. But I think now, I think they really do look at social media and what people are
Why,
talking about and what they would like to see.
why would you do that for?
But because at the end of the day, they feel like if a majority of people are saying they want to see a certain thing,
So go,
that's going to sell merchandise and put butts in the seats.
so go ahead and hire them and let them run the show. Huh?
I mean, nobody's
Come on,
going
man.
that far, but
That's just like go ahead and let them run the Younger Than Wrestlers then. They'd be like the Younger Than Wrestlers and Bowling and Beauty. They're going to tell them what to do. And you got fans out here telling you what to do. Excuse me. And this is what's the matter with this wrestling business right here today. I hate some of the independent shows I go to. I hate it. You know why? Because they let these daggone fans see everything that goes on. Let fans see you talking to each other. Man, when I first started, we come in separate cars. We go out in separate cars. We don't sit
oh,
right there and socialize with each other. You sit there and let people come back here and talk to you. Let the fans come back here and talk to you. Then when you go out there and perform, and the first thing a daggone fan who they ain't graduated out of, they're going third grade, been in third grade for 6 years, come up and say, "Oh, I seen them back there talking to each other."
Right.
So they tell that person, then they tell the other person, "What the cafe at, bro?"
Yeah, kayfabe is gone.
Okay,
Yeah,
cafe, come
it's
on.
gone. Yeah.
It's just done. It's no
But
such word as that no more.
no, it's not, and that's thanks to Vince. Vince killed that.
Not only Vince, these independent groups and killed
Well,
it, bro.
but I mean, but
Come on.
everybody models
They don't have to
WWE into
model-
bigger
You
stuff.
don't have to model behind Vince.
I mean, but they do though.
But you
They
don't
do.
have to. But if you got a hold up, I would disagree with you because if I were running a show and running a wrestling club, if I dare caught you, I work for Burt Prentice. We dare caught us back up with the baby face with the heels, socialized.
Yeah, but I mean, but I guess I get what you're saying, right? That's the old school way,
That's
right?
the way it should always be.
Yes, but what I'm saying is when Vince said this is sports entertainment,
But that-
and then like especially now they're letting you behind the curtain now. They're showing you stuff behind the curtain, like they've and when you have independent promoters and promotions and people that see this, oh, this is where we're trending. This is where we're going. So now you start having the high flying stuff, like majority of that, right? And then a bunch of, like you said, people just hanging out, talking because people think, okay, we know this is a show.
Okay. Why should you go pay $25-$30 for it?
Because at the end of the day, it's just like going to a football game, a race event,
football
a
game,
basketball
because
game. You're still rooting
but
for
hold on,
somebody.
do
You're
we-
still going for
But
somebody.
hold on. Do we know what plays who gonna win the game in football game? Hold on.
We don't.
We don't. Thank you. So don't say this is like a football game or.
Well, but you don't know who's going to win.
But
like, you still-
we know
you-
behind that dressing room.
Yeah, you know who's behind the dressing room, but you have no idea who's going to win the match. Or if so and so's going to win the title.
Time out.
You saying wrestling's that predictable?
If you sat down and let a fan see me and you, and we're gonna wrestle against each other, and me and you drove in together, so what they gonna think? And then me and you gonna be in a cage match tonight, and we ride in together, we eating Bojangles chicken.
They're hoping that we put on a hell of a cage match. They're hoping that we put on. I mean, seriously, they're hoping that we put on a good show.
Oh, we're gonna put on a good show, but they're gonna really buy into that after we rode in together. We in the same car.
Yeah.
Ric Flair, Blackjack Mellon against each other. They never rode in together. Man, Superstar, they never tell you. They stayed in the separate cars. They never rode in together. They will tell you. This is the whole problem. It's no cafe, like you just said.
There's no no, definitely no kayfabe. No, not at all.
That's it.
Not
and
at
they
all.
killed the whole business.
And there's a whole lot
They killed
more,
the whole business.
especially in
Then you got
AEW, I
some of these
believe.
old-
They shake hands at the matches and everything now. Like it's wild.
Then you got some of these old goofy ass, excuse me,
You're fine.
goofy ass referees running around here, thinking they bigger than the wrestlers and trying to mess up the matches and think they bigger than the wrestlers. Back in the day, man, you don't do that's disrespect to a wrestler. A referee don't wait nothing but $1.10 and gonna jump up in the wrestler's face. Man, back in the day, they would got dropped. They would got dropped, dude. Okay? Especially some of these referees they got this day and time.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna call no names.
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know.
But, but that's, I'm not here to bring nobody down.
Yeah.
I'm here to do this nice little thing. But, again, the business is so wicked, man.
Do you? All right. So, as we see how the business is trending now, do you feel like it'll? Do you think kayfabe will ever come back? We'll go back to that time, or do you feel like now it's just literally all just entertainment?
Damn entertainment, like you just said it. You just said it.
Yeah.
You just
So.
said it, dude. I mean, they let too many people see too much stuff.
Behind the scene, yeah, they really let people behind the curtain now, yeah,
I'm serious, man. And I mean, I hate it. I hate it.
yeah,
It's just, and I fought some of the boys behind it. I fought them and I fought the promoter because y'all let anybody set up the ring. Y'all let anybody set up the ring. Y'all let anybody come back here to take tickets. Y'all let anybody. see everybody. It's a time you're supposed to be at the arenas and stuff at the building. People wouldn't even get to see it. Guys come out there. You got managers to go out there and socialize with people and stuff, man. You a heel manager. You out there eating popcorns and eating hot dogs with the on people. And, back in Gerhart, or Harley Race, and none of them guys would never been out at the Civic Center at none of these shows eating hot dogs, standing out there by themselves without security or nothing like that.
Right. Yeah.
You understand what I'm
It's
saying?
it's a different world.
But it's
a different world.
independent business. They take it for a joke, man.
Yeah.
And that's why people don't buy into it.
Mm.
You know?
Mm.
I seen this stuff, man. And I get so disgusted with it, man.
Yeah.
So I don't care if nobody don't call me or ask me to come and do this or do that. I don't care. I don't care, man. I love some of the guys that work. I love them, and I will support them. But at the same token, man, I see some of the guys who bust their ass. Like back in the day, you used to bust your ass to do anything you could do. But
Yeah.
you never got the respect that you deserve. It's a guy, two guys I wanted this name, and I said I would never name them. It's a kid named Big Pie. It's a kid named Stephen Canyon. This kid named Stephen Canyon, I got so much love for this kid. This kid got like a little problem that he's disability problem. But I told him you can do anything you want to do. And this kid is rocking and rolling now.
Yeah.
And this kid, Big Pie, he's the real deal. This brother is the real deal. This brother is the real deal. But if you sit around just like I told you back in the day, and I'm going to be honest with you, you sit around and let them kill you and bring you down and destroy you, you're going to lose interest.
Yeah.
You're going to lose interest. Big Pie is the real deal, man.
Yeah.
If you see this dude, man, this brother got every look that you can ask for. And I love him to death, man. I love him to death. And he go out there and give it 100, just like you used to give it 100.
Absolutely,
And
bro.
just like now we're gonna keep it real now.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Because I can got into an argument with some people.
I know.
Behind you.
I know.
Okay?
I know.
So
I hate that I had so much potential, man. And what I did was I allowed people to get in my head and say, "You're too small. You won't make it." And because of that, I didn't try to, because you told me to go and try out for WWE back in the day and all that, and I should have went and did it.
Exactly, man.
I should have just tried it, but I didn't. Somebody said, "Oh, you're too small. They're gonna beat you up, take your money," and I got in my head, and I was like, "All right, you know what? Maybe you're right," and I just didn't do it. And then I went to California back in 06, 07, somewhere around there, and I went to a wrestling school out there just to kind of see if I could maybe do something out there and get whatever. My body was too banged up at that point, bro.
What's the difference between you and Elon Skipper and then
I know.
Hold up. With Leo Rush.
I know.
You bigger than Leo Rush?
I know.
I ain't got nothing else to say. Don't tell me you too small.
I know.
Huh?
I know. Brother, but you gotta understand, it was an industry that I enjoyed doing, but I just didn't really
push it that next level, bro. Because you didn't want to because you let somebody else get in your head.
I know. I was naive. I was young and naive.
Yeah, I told you could do it. If Elon Skipper was no bigger than you back in the day when we was in TNA, he was no bigger than you. Okay, look at Leo Rush. Leo Rush still smaller than you. He's smaller than your damn son. Okay.
Yeah.
And look what he doing.
I know.
Okay?
I know.
So
Hey,
don't tell me.
Hey.
You can do the same thing.
I know.
But if you let these ignorant Donald Trump fans.
Oh Lord, we ain't going there, man. Stop.
You let these other people like him.
He does not speak for me on this podcast.
Well,
but no, I get it. I get it.
You let these people say that you can't.
Trust me. So that's the one regret that I do have. I have the only regret I have in life is not going to wherever and try to see if I can make it. That's the only regret I have. Other than that, I'm Gucci, bro. I've lived life, man. I've traveled. I've done things. Yeah. I'm fine.
Yeah, and that's the main thing. As long as you fine with it. But I know you could have made it Cause man, when you came back, I said, look, Lord, I said, man, what this dude done, what he ate and everything. Now I ain't gonna go no farther, but I said, good God, this dude pumped up on me.
Man, listen.
And you
Yeah.
good, and the thing is, bro, I still say you can make, and the things I was telling you, bro, come off that top rope, come off it with the flying stuff. I was telling you stuff, do the flying drop kick, but you feel like when people don't give you credit and you don't think you can do it, you lose self-esteem, man.
Yeah, I mean, having opportunities, and one thing about me, like you said, the whole we talked earlier before the show. You talking about the humble piece.
Yeah.
I didn't care about winning, losing titles, none of that. I just wanted to put on a good match. That's
Yeah.
all I cared about.
Right, but at the time, you don't have to take a beating to have a good
I know,
match.
and
That's
right,
what I used to get mad about. And that's what the biggest argument would come behind when we come back behind the curtain. Y'all, man, this brother got a family just like everybody else got a family. So giving the respect just like you give everybody else respect.
right,
And you
yeah.
know I stuck up for you.
I know you did,
You know,
and I appreciate it.
And that's,
I appreciate it.
you know, and that was just me.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
nobody else wouldn't do it. You know.
So at this point, I'm sure you do. You miss being in the ring?
Hell no.
Really?
No, I don't miss it.
Really?
Really.
So you just feel like you gave your time, you've done, you've accomplished some things.
You understand 1982? 1982.
That's 42
man,
years.
Lacing them boots up.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You know it got so bad, brother, that I got tired of lacing them boots up. I wouldn't put zippers on my boots. You remember them days?
Make it easy on yourself.
Yeah, make it easy on myself. Yeah.
I'm amazed at how Boogie, and I know he ain't doing much now, but man, he still is like kind of, he still does signings and he's out and about. He's like 80, right? He's up there.
Right.
Like, did you ever want to be like Boogie to like keep kind of going that way or not really?
Sign it, yeah.
But not even signing, but like to a point where he was wrestling, even like he retired what, a couple of years ago?
Man, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
I know.
Stop it.
Well, he was getting in the ring doing
You
something.
said he was getting in there, taking in, taking out.
There you go.
Okay, come on, stop it.
Oh man, good stuff.
If I can't perform like I used to perform,
Right.
doing the drop kick and the sunset flip at 400 and some pounds, you know that, Dad.
Man.
I could turn the house down
Yeah.
back in my day.
Yeah.
The Butcher couldn't do it.
Yeah.
None of them big guys could do it. Vader couldn't do it. None of them guys could do what I did. You know that. Sunset flip off the top rope, drop kicks, and like I was doing.
Yeah. I remember seeing them drop kicks. We were tag partners at one point. I remember you dropping some drop kicks. I'm like, man, let them get off the ground. Okay.
Come on, man.
You put me to shame a little bit.
Come on, you remember back in the day?
I do. Yeah. It was.
If
I
I can't go back, why should I come back and do something that I know I can't really do and be laughed at instead of be cheered at?
I got you.
Okay.
I feel you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
my time is up.
Hey.
I'll be 60.
Yeah.
In August.
That's wild, bro. That is so. Time flies, man. 'Cause I could have sworn you were still in your 50s. I'm like, man, this dude. I remember when you turned 55. You know what I mean? Like I was like, yo, like he's,
I'll be 60.
That's wild, bro.
I can't believe it. And I'm the baby.
Really?
I'm the baby. I'll be 60.
Oh wow. Okay. Hey, you looking good, man.
Yeah, I appreciate
Hey,
it.
definitely appreciate you, brother, man.
I appreciate it too, brother.
Good talking to you.
Man, you still got a grip, man. You still put me that man. Look at them big arms. You didn't let me see that, man.
I got a little something, man. I guess like lifting all these cameras,
I mean, them cameras ain't do that. Let me go grab something.
But we thank Mr. Rolling Thunder for giving us some of his time today.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, comment. This is the Carver Ave Chronicles podcast with Tony and Trey.
Hey.
We're out. Peace.
Thank y'all.
Thanks again for listening to the Carver Ave Chronicles podcast with Tony and Trey. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Definitely subscribe wherever you get your podcasts for future episodes.